Please do not use the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks if you are immune compromised. Hello everyone. I wanted to do a follow-up video on the Jaclyn Hill lipstick that I bought to wear personally as someone who is immune compromised, and I wanted to share my experience with you. I apologize in advance if this is a little jumbled. I don't really script my videos, and to be honest, I am a little bit disgusted. I am a little bit angry, and I honestly believe that Jaclyn Hill should be ashamed of herself right now for not doing a product recall. I again believe that she will not do a product recall because that will open her up to lawsuits, class action lawsuit. However, I think that is the wrong thing to do for someone who cares about their fans, their customers, and I just think this is woefully, maliciously negligent to have this product on the market. I know she pulled it from the market, but to still have it out there for people like me who, because of chronic conditions that compromise their immune system, to not have pulled the product and to still be living in this land of denial where she is saying that these lipsticks are still safe for use. So for the sake of transparency, I did order this from eBay. I ordered that girl from eBay. I said in my last video, I did not think that the product had been tampered with. Now, I don't believe the person who sold it to me, what would they gain from that? So what, I would put a claim against them, I would possibly sue them if harm had befallen me, I would ruin their reputation on eBay as a seller. I just don't see that what I paid for this lipstick, it would be worth it for them to go down that road. The profit that they got from this, I don't buy that. The other thing is, this eBay seller would have to have some mad ninja skills to tamper with this lipstick in such a way where they took a perfectly fine, good, new lipstick and replaced it with something that was obviously old and expired. Now, I said in my last video that I didn't think the lipstick was rancid, and that was my mistake. I am thinking back to the time and early on in our history of makeup, lipstick was made with tallow, which is animal fat. And if you have ever smelled animal fat that has gone bad, you know what that smells like. And rancid doesn't even begin to describe it. So here is my lipstick. I'm just going to pop it open and smell it again. The smell is actually getting worse, and I don't know if that's just because it was interacting with my lips and my skin. This smells like a very strong wax melt crayon, moldy Crayola crayons that someone's had in their attic or their dank basement for 20 years. And I have never had a lipstick smell like this, even one that I kept over the recommended length of time, which I believe is 2 years for lipstick. And that is why when I had said in my previous video I didn't think it had gone bad or it was expired, it's because I was thinking of, I forget now that we have moved on, thank goodness, from putting animal products in a lot of things just because there's no reason to, that this probably did not have animal fat in it. This smells funny. I made a joke in my last video about is cheap a flavor, but this smells funny. It smells old. It smells, like I said, like it's been in the bottom of somebody's purse for 20 years. The other thing that the eBay seller would have had to do is they would have also had to have some Mad's Guilt put in that, I'll pop up the picture again, that little weird oil spot. I don't know if that's because of the materials not mixing right in the vat. I don't know if that's, I don't think it's a mold spot, but I don't know what that spot is on the lipstick that somehow just magically matched all of the other spots for people who were doing videos on the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. So again, I just don't think the person that I bought this from, the box looked untampered with. I just think that they had bought a whole collection. They probably, after the whole scandal broke, did not want to use it themselves and sold them individually. And hey, capitalism is a thing, good for them. I just don't see it being worth their time and energy to tamper with this, and I don't understand how they would have matched the exact shade, gotten old lipstick in the exact shade, put it in here so it didn't look tampered with, and matched those funky looking weird moldy spots. That is a lot of talent if that happened, and I don't believe that that happened. However, I just wanted to be transparent about that I did buy this from eBay, and I had some problems with it, obviously, which is why I am so upset, and why I am doing this update now, and I'm going to load it this weekend. So I only made it 4.5 days using this lipstick. I only put it on once a day. I'm not someone who touches up their makeup throughout the day. I kind of, if my makeup is fading off during the day, that's because I'm working hard. I don't got time to stop and apply more. So the first thing I noticed about it is the lipstick almost burned. It went on not very smooth, almost chalky, which was odd. It felt really thick. But my lips were burning, almost kind of like the Lip Sense, except I don't think this has alcohol in it or whatever they put in there to make it stay on your lips a super long time. And my lips just felt raw by the end of the first day, and just with drinking, water, eating, all of that stuff, I hardly had any on by the end of the day. So despite that, I put it on again the next day, and by the end of day 2 and the beginning of day 3, I noticed on the right side of my lip, and I'll pop up photos. They're probably not very good, but I will pop up photos so that you can see I was developing a small blister on the right side of my lip. So I was less than excited about that. Every now and then I do get a pimple, because I have a mustache. I'm a hairy Sasquatch. I make no apologies for my Sasquatch lineage. But the pimple will be like right outside my lip line. Like this was a blister that was forming on the inside of the lip line on my actual lip. So no. And then I noticed on the inside of my lip, discoloration. Almost like a liver spot or an age spot, and that really threw me for a loop. So then I had to, start figuring out what the heck was going on, and you, the plural you, we, all of us, will get discoloration on your lips from using expired product that you are having an allergic reaction to. Again, for the sake of transparency, you can also get pigmentation on your lips if you are having a problem with your thyroid. However, when I had all the testing done, when I recently got mono again, They did testing on my thyroid, and that all came back negative. So the other interesting thing is this pigmentation was not on my lip before I started using the product. So I was poking around at the blister thing, and I was, doing that and making a funny face. And then I was like, well, what is this? And that's how I noticed that. But I mean, when I was flossing and everything the week before, and you're making faces and you're pulling on your lip and doing all that. I don't know. Maybe I aggressively floss. I don't know. I get a little carried away. I didn't notice that pigmentation was not on the inside of my lip. So I still continued. Kept going. I don't know why. I just was thinking I got to keep going for the experiment because I'm immune compromised, and just let's see how bad it can get. I don't know why. I guess for the sake of my contribution to the Jaclyn Hill lipstick situation. But so day 4, I started getting very dizzy. And this is all anecdotal. I didn't have a control group. Obviously, I didn't round up a bunch of other people who were immunocompromised and ask them, here's a regular lipstick, here's the Jaclyn Hill one. This is just me personally, because ethically, if you want something like this tested, you test it on yourself. So day 4, I was getting really, really dizzy. And I started having pain when I was swallowing and behind my ear. And I just happened to reach up, and all of the lymph nodes behind my ear and under my jawline were inflamed. Now, I don't know. I can't say for sure that this was because of the Jaclyn Hill lipstick, but the night before, I had decided that I should have, hindsight is 2020, tested the product on the skin on my wrist before I put it on my face, because that's probably something that smart people would have done. And so I put a swatch on my arm, and I'll pop up those photos. And so I put it on, left it on a couple hours, and took it off and went to bed. So when I woke up, my arm, it's hard to tell from the photo, and I will share those with you, my arm was swollen. And not super bad, not all crazy, but it was swollen, and it stayed red and patchy for almost 20 hours. So I just think like everything I do, it's 0 to 100. I just think I inundated myself a little bit too much with this Jaclyn Hill expired lipstick. And I have watched a lot of videos that other YouTubers have made on this, and I think I am going with the theory that these were made in 2017. And she has had them for one reason or another. I'm thinking greed, because she was going through a divorce and possibly didn't want her husband to get any of the proceeds, her ex. She kept these and didn't release them until now. There was an interesting comment I found by her that I will pop up, and if that is the reason, and you know what, I don't honestly care what the reason is. If she has had these lipsticks for that long and just released them now and knew that they were expired, shame on her. Like I said, I am extremely angry. She has a large following. She has a lot of fans who will forgive her for anything. But what about those of us who have compromised immune systems? Granted, I did this to myself, but I wanted to do this for all of the people like me who might think this product is okay to use. It is not okay to use, and I'm going to say this one more time. If you bought Jaclyn Hill lipsticks and you are immune compromised, please, I am begging you, don't use this product. I finally called my experiment off. I took the lipstick off, any that I had remaining, halfway through the day on day 4 because the vertigo I had was getting so bad. And like I said, my lymph nodes were all inflamed on the right side behind my ear and on my neck. And I just thought, I just can't keep going. Whatever is going on, the pigmentation, I was getting a blister. My arm was still patchy and inflamed. And I just thought, okay, I've answered the question for myself of whether or not I think that these are safe to use, but I'm not going to go into a situation where with this dizziness, that was just pushing it a little too far and having a lymphatic reaction. I was done. So I just am honestly speechless. I don't know what to say, and I just can't believe that someone would allow themselves to put bad product out, to come back with a comeback video where they don't address any of the issues, and almost just do a little pity poor me. Oh, I had to take some time off for my mental health. I understand that part, but come back with an explanation. If these aren't old, moldy lipsticks, come back and show the receipts that they are fresh, non-expired product. And ask yourself what the heck you are doing letting people who are immune compromised use this product. How dare you, Jaclyn Hill? How dare you? That is it for my review. I don't know what I am going to do with this. I kind of like the little case. Maybe I will put it on the shelf as a reminder when I want to make another questionable decision. All right, I will see you guys next time. And as always, thanks for watching.